show is brought to you by Adventurers of the F-Stop, a $29 monthly membership to elevate your macro and landscape photography and business skills. Just go to membership.sullivanjphotography.com and check out all the details to push your creations in 2018. Hello, welcome to Macro Chat Live Show. I'm so excited. This is a time where we get to talk about macro photography. We get to talk about micro photography, close-up photography. It is a show for all of you that are obsessed, like me, about close-up photography. Whether you're just starting out, you're a pro, or you're just like those pretty pictures, this is a place to hang out. So it is a new show, and I'm excited. I see Becky here. Becky has a great image that I'm crazy excited about. Becky, thank you so much. You kind of can see a little bit of a mess over here. I'm going to talk to you about some fun to get you even more motivated on what everybody's going to see later on in the show. But I just want to thank you all, and of course, I'm super sorry. I've changed the time, and I'm glad, Becky, that you're here, but I changed the time again to Macro Live Show because my Eastern friends were having a hard time, and I understand. It's like 9 o'clock. I had it at 6 o'clock, and it was 9 over there in the East Coast. I still feel bad for my European friends. It's 1 o'clock over there, 1 a.m., so I know that they can't be here. But again, I've chatted to some of them and said, hey, just watch the replays. And of course, if you guys have any questions on anything, then just ask below or hit me up on Facebook. A lot of you guys are my friends on Facebook. I have a lot of fun YouTube friends here. So thanks again. I think Facebook is actually up and working. Yes, I see Facebook is working. Woo! I purposely have my monitor at a crappy whatever scale because of Facebook. So hopefully they will bump up their stuff and get up to par when it comes to these live streams, because I get to see Becky's image better than you guys can see it because of the stream. So one of the things that I do ask, and I really appreciate that she took the time and did this, is send me a high resolution JPEG image for the critiques, because I really want to see them. These are not critiques that everybody that I'm just going to swipe over like it's Facebook or hello, the Explorographer's here. Yay. Hello, A.D. Wheeler. A.D. Wheeler is here. He was my first guest. So, and I don't remember what show that is. It's probably 12 or 13, somewhere around there. But check out my replays and you'll see some fun gadgets that he shared with us. So thank you, AD, for showing up, sharing up, showing up. Yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that 5 o'clock, I think, is just a little bit better for the Eastern friends. And I apologize. I will not change the time anymore. I promise. It is going to be 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So this way it will be continual and you guys will know what time it is every single well, it's every other Thursday. So every other Thursday is this macro live show. And for 2018, I've decided that I'm going to have me and then a guest, and then me and then a guest. Hopefully the guests will keep saying yes. So far, cross my fingers, everybody's been very cool. I have Don Komarachki coming in, or Komarachka. I don't know if I'm saying Don's name, and I'm going to practice Don's name before he comes on in 2 more weeks. He'll be here March 1st. At 5 p.m. So anyways, I'm really excited that you guys are here. I see Facebook is definitely working. That was my major problem. I'm sorry, Facebook friends. I could not get you guys rolling, but I have the chat going. I could see the chats, and if you guys have questions, I'll come out periodically and check them out. Let's see. So I did tell you that our live show will be in 2 weeks. You can, after this is done, I'll set the time frame, fix it all up, so you guys can set a reminder, because I know, and I've been all over the place. I am on YouTube, and I'm on Kamarachka. Oh, thank you, AD. Kamarachka. You know what? I got to write that down. Kamarachka. Because that is better than looking at Don's name. And I know that everybody butchers it, so I sure in the hell don't want to butcher it when he comes on. Thank you, AD. I have written that down, so that's the way I could read, is through the chat, not through how you spell things, for sure. This show is on YouTube, and it's on Facebook now, woohoo, and it's on Twitch. If you guys, it is a brand new show. If you have a chance, I'd love for you guys to share it. This way we can get more people chatting up about what is really fun is macro photography. So before we get started, I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick promotion that I always do to get the ball rolling. Today's Macro Photography Live Chat Show is brought to you by Adventurers of the F-Stop, a $29 monthly membership to elevate your macro and landscape photography and business skills. Just go to membership.sullivanjphotography.com and check out all the details to push your creations in 2018. Hello, I'm back. So today, I'm going to share a little bit of history stuff, because I think it's a cool thing to lead into the critique that we're going to have today. And I do, when we get to the critique, I'm going to share the places, maybe I should share now, because a lot of you guys are not submitting, and I'm kind of bummed out. I will only take 2 images because, like I was saying, I really do want to dive deep, or, really talk to you guys who submit. I'm not going to do like the Facebook or the Instagram where we're going through real quick. So you can, I'll tell you the 2 different ways you could do. You can go to the Facebook group here, Facebook groups, macro live chat. So that is where you could submit. Facebook, I need to make a new little thing down in here, because to watch this on Facebook, you need to be on Facebook. Let me make sure I get this link correct. Oh, I'm on the business Facebook, but it's basically Facebook, and then it has /SullivanJPhotography, and that's my business page, and that's where you can watch this live. I typed, hey everyone, and I did notice that there is people on Facebook chatting, or I got a couple little things going on with Facebook with the thumbs up. So thank you very much for letting me know you're here. So that is definitely working if you're a Facebook person. Now, I know some people are not Facebook people, so I get that. So you can go to my website, which is, where did I put it in this one? Yes, I did. It is sullivanjphotography.com/macro live is here. And that actually has all of the shows that I've been doing. It has how to submit your images, and I fixed that because I think, Becky, you had a problem once. You were saying something you didn't know how to submit, so I rewrote it, because sometimes I just assume everybody knows what I'm talking about. So it was perfect. She's like, I didn't know where to submit. I'm pretty sure it was you, Becky. And I ended up letting you guys know that either Google Drive or Dropbox is probably the best. Unless your email can handle the size of your image, then you can email me at sullivanjphoto, PHOTO, @gmail.com. I really hope that you guys will start submitting more images. I think it's a lot of fun because, like I say, we go deep. So when I do my equipment pieces, I think about the images that have been submitted. And sometimes I have an idea of what I'm going to share with you guys, and I change it all up because I think it's pretty cool to be able to talk about the equipment that I feel that could either push you out of your comfort zone or maybe try new things, or just to talk about in general what it, to correlate with the actual critique. Boy, I can't talk today. I've been running around really crazy, and I'll tell you guys why in a little while. It's been very exciting for me. But so I want to share quickly, because I think it's so much fun. I'm going to share my next page because I want you guys to see these images. It's like really cool. So let me go over here to this guy. Okay, so I wanted to share this with you, the first macro photography in history. Now, I love history. AD knows this. This is something that's really big for me in general. So I love to photograph history. You guys don't see a lot of that, but I still love to do it. And so when I was thinking about the critique today, I was kind of curious on just photography in general and how we are attracted to macro photography. And I saw this and I thought it was hilarious. Look at this bellows. If you guys could see this, boy, I mean, they really stretched it out. And basically in the beginning, it was micro photography, where they wanted to learn and really see things up close that our eyes can't see. So they went ahead and started experimenting like many scientists do, but then of course it becomes very creative. And I found this, which was really cool to see. Now this is micro, but let me see what is this? Oh, okay, so this image right here, this is like 1906, these images. I'm sorry, I thought I had it. These are all bugs. But see, the thing is that, at first everybody, I was also doing some research and I thought, I'll slow this down so I'm not making your eyes all crazy, okay? I was doing some research because I love to learn, and they were talking about macro photography just being for bugs. I'm like, no. It is for anything that's up close that you want to share that your eyes don't see. What is this? I don't even know what that is. A radula of Welk. If you guys know what it is, let me know in the comments section. So here's some polysynthia from, I don't know. It's just real. But I wanted to share how cool these images are at 19 and back then. I mean, they were using glass plates and everything, so it was really cool. But we'll go back down. Should we go back down? Oh, what is this one? This is a sting of a nettle. Hellify. I am not very crazy technical, but I know what this is. A butterfly tongue. Look at that. Is that crazy? Oh, and then there's Marilyn Monroe to the right. No. I didn't even see that before. Anyways, okay, so here's a great example of just looking at what nature has to offer us in a macro view. And I mean, the patterns of it, this is just black and white. We're not even talking about color right now. We're talking about pattern, structure. Look at how beautiful that image is. I'm going to go really fast and get you guys dizzy. I apologize, but I want to look at this one down in here. Here's one. This one's good. There's another one. See how the pattern is and the different textures and all that. There's the other one over here. We'll go look at bugs. Everybody sees bugs. That's okay. But here's another one. Oh, this is interesting. This is transverse section of the human scalp. So I thought that was really, really cool to see, especially when you see what we're going to talk about today. So even though it's a black and white, it's up close. You would know it has patterns. It has... the way they've taken the shot is very interesting to me. My eyes want to go around and wants to check it out, but yet it's still something that we would not normally see. Again, it's micro, but it's really fun to look at the history and to see how photography has evolved, and it will continue to evolve as my grandchildren grow up. I'm sure there's going to be some really cool stuff that I'm excited about. I'm sure HDR is almost there where you don't even need to do the 3 images eventually. But I just wanted to share that with you guys before we actually get into the critique. So let me get over
Today's macro photography live chat show is brought to you by Adventurers of the...
I forgot to turn everything off. Hello! It is like oh, look at the macro chat light every other Thursday, but it's at 5 p.m. Yes, Janice has to fix that. Macro chat live, let's see. And all of it was up for some reason. Oh, well. Yeah, isn't that amazing? So Becky's like, yeah, it is very... I'm looking at the chat now before we go into the critique. But yeah, it's so cool to really see how fun... what they've done way back then and then what we're doing now. So I want to, because that's still in your mind, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we're going to go into the critique, and then we'll take, then I want to have an awesome announcement, and then we're going to go into the equipment. So that's the plan for today. This show is only an hour. When I have guests, it will go probably a little bit over, but when it's me, it's no more than an hour. So I just want to get straight to the goodies and really talk about your images and macro in general. And if you have questions, for sure, I definitely want to answer those. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go into, I'm going to cut those babies down, and I'm going to go into Lightroom so you can see Becky's image. Now, if you don't know who Becky is, then go to the last show. Because I got to know Becky very well from the last show. I do ask you guys to give me some personal information, not too personal, just more about photography stuff. So I'm not going to go through everything right now. I know Becky, I know what her goals are, I know her passions and all that. So we're going to actually, I'm going to share the image, and I'm going to tell you what she's done and how she did it and all that fun stuff. So let's go over here and go to Lightroom. And there, hello, you should see her beautiful work. And again, it's a bummer that you guys can't see how beautiful the image is. Let's go ahead and read it. So she used her D7100 with a Tokina 100mm 2.8 macro lens mounted on a tripod and was positioned above a glass dish filled with water and olive oil. To give the bubbles color and brightly, she added a brightly colored tapestry that was placed underneath the glass dish. My goal for this photo was to use a small LED light to give the bubbles dimension, and she was pleased with the almost 3D effect. Yes, if you guys have not played with water and oil, you've got to do it, macro photographers, because it is so cool to see. The 3D effect really does show when it comes to the different feel or the consistency of the oil and the water. Yeah, I'm actually going to share some of my stuff too with you, Becky, just to talk to you about my thought process, because I figured I have one image that was submitted, but let's go ahead and dive deeper into water and oil and water and soap. So I have a soap one that I thought you could play with too. This is what's fun about, what I love about, let me get my cursor over here. What I love about this image is the dimension over here to the left and how the bubbles have a feel with the gradient colors, and same over here, the gradient colors. So I feel that it is like a 3D effect. Oops, dog's barking. Neighbors are home. The colors are great. It's fun to play when you have a variety of things that you can maneuver and change up. And I do love the way the red is against the green, or purple, and then the lighter, the green, which is like a turquoise effect. So that's really pretty. I do wish that maybe over to the left over here, maybe maneuvering and getting a little bit more color. The only reason why I'm saying that is because this is so vibrant and colorful, and to the left it kind of falls off. So I still love the way this looks. I didn't play with this to see if it would, ooh, this go here. I didn't play with this yet, to tell you the truth, because we have been so crazy busy, Ashley and I. See, I don't want to cut this off in here. So I personally would probably just bring in some color in post, because I mean, that's looking pretty cool, but I don't know. Let me get out. I might, because I'm going to share with you, I changed the way I'll show you right now. I'll change it right now. When it comes to abstract, it's all about personal preference. But like I shared with you before, did you notice that there was some structure, even though we were looking at, the cells of the brain or the skull or whatever? When they took the shot, there was a nice rhythm to it. So when I flip this, because I like to flip and stuff, see how abstracts can look different the way things move. And I flipped it, and I personally love this view better. And the reason for me is that this is very powerful in the front, this green oil, and it's very prominent, so it's right in our face. So to me now, it feels like it's it's basically sitting on top of the other oil, because consumers don't know. Photographers have probably figured it out, but if you're out there in the public, they're not going to be, oh, you did water and oil or olive oil or Wesson. They're not going to say. They don't care. They just want to see something cool, right? So I personally like this composition better. It feels good. It's because it feels like it's on top of these others, and it is very strong. At first I was going to tell you too, when it comes to your lighting, I would probably diffuse the light a little bit. But I have to say, I do like this light right here. I know it's blown out, but look how it looks where these red are kind of beaming down on that oil drop. And that looks pretty cool. It kind of looks like if it's in space. But the ones down in here, I would definitely either move my light or put something so the light has some kind of diffusion, so it softens your light, because it's so harsh that your eyes go to the brightest areas for sure. I mean, that's pulling me to those areas. And I think, see how it's lost it. But I mean, I don't think you were saying you don't really do too much when it comes to the post-processing. So that's okay, no big deal. You're just going to have to maneuver your lights a little bit and make sure you put some kind of diffusion. Anything you can put, whatever you have, just make sure the light can go through it and soften that area or back up your light. You could add more lights if you want, but I feel that if you used a diffusing area, it would be fine. Or I just feel like it's a little too harsh on these areas because it's pulling my eyes. But let me share, let me go to yours right here. I want to bring it up close so people can see how cool it is. Let's go, if I go to one, let's go to fill. Whoa. So let's see if we can, I just want people to see how cool, especially these right in here, this in here. I love that. And the specular aberrations that's happening right in here, it's pretty cool. It doesn't bug me when you know, those are just usually problem childs when it comes to, say, doing a landscape, but I think it brings some more dimension into it. I really do love it. I probably, I would definitely play with the light. Let's go back and put it full screen. I would definitely see how, I'm hoping you're understanding what I'm saying when it comes to just positioning things and thinking about that on how it flows with your eyes. So with this, it looks like balls of, it looks cool. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I would definitely, like I say, play with the light more, diffuse it, so you don't have these white craziness. This one, to me, kind of looks like the sun. Do you see? It looks a little different. So that was a happy mistake. I think that looks pretty interesting. But these over here to the right, I would definitely start pulling back and everything. Let's see if I have any other. She used tapestry. That's really cool too. And I'm going to share with you a couple other goodies that you'll have a lot of fun with. So I'll share that in the equipment area. But other than that, I think it's really cool. I like the dimensions. It seemed like it might be a little bit, I don't know if you shot this in JPEG, but it seems a little soft. If that's what you were going for, no problem. But maybe I was kind of curious on, you're using a 100 macro lens. So when you shoot something like this, if you can't really see and it's hard, on the back of your camera, you should be able to have a viewfinder thing in there. And there's usually a button in there so you can bring it up. So then you'll know your main composition, like where your main focus is. Then you could get that really sharp. And also there's a diopter on your eyepiece. So I know I wear contacts and I go back and forth. So you might want to change that diopter if things are soft. Now, I mean, with this abstract, it's your first, you said you were just playing. I'm just giving you suggestions so the next time you go and play, you can really make these crazy fun. Well, it is fun anyways. You said you had a blast, and that's all that really matters. I'm so glad that you had a good time. You were playing with it. You were excited, and that is the main thing. You did a great job. Keep it going for sure. I'm going to share with you now some other ideas that I have. It's hot here in my office, so I apologize. I need to get some more water. We are having, we're cooler. We're 70 degrees. It's been 90 over here in California. So it's been a bummer. I know you guys over in the East are like, they want the heat, but it's bad. Bad over here. Okay, so this is an image that I did that was also oil and water. Too much fun. Yeah, too much fun. And I'll share with you kind of how I did it. Basically, I put it on a glass, and on the glass there was nothing underneath. The colors are done in post. I did that in post-processing. I did a split toning, and then I did some gradients and messed around with it. But that's not what I wanted to talk to you about. See, I wanted to talk to you about how cool and the dimensions look when it comes to the oil and water. This was lit from underneath the glass. So play with that. You don't even have to have tapestry. You can actually just light it underneath. But it reminds me of the moon and, all the little specks and all that stuff. That's a lot of fun to check out, just to play with not only the bubbles, but even the indentions of it. So that was a lot of fun. This one was kind of a mistake, but I just wanted to share with you that something different that it wasn't working properly. The bubbles, the oil was moving, and I had a slow shutter speed. But it's fun to play with movement too. So this is why I wanted to show you, not just because, I know it's, for me, it's not like one of my favorites, but it's still something to play with if you want to think about movement too within your oil and water. And this actually is fabric that I had because my grandma and I were quilters. So I have tons of fabric that I can play with, and I'll show you how I did that one too in the equipment section. The next one is just basically oil and water, but there's nothing, there's just one pink thing, and I purposely just wanted this. I moved these to, you can actually put the oil and then you can take like a Q-tip or something and just kind of move them and they'll regenerate. So if you want to maneuver something like this, that would be a lot of fun for you to play with too. So put your oil in and then just start taking a Q-tip, not a Q-tip, but like a toothpick or something, and just make the bubbles. It'll be interesting because they start coming back. So that would be fun for you to play with. And then I thought too is, how about soap and water? Whoa, that went funky. So soap and water, that's all this is soap and water with a gel and light underneath. I put the light underneath. So that is another thing that I thought for you to play with. But what I like about this is the lighting, and then this kind of looks almost like a foot or whatever. So, just thinking about the composition and all that stuff. But this is great. It does look like 3D, and kudos, boy. I'm excited to see more work, and definitely share more of this work in the Facebook group that you're in with me. I would like to see more for sure. Do you have any questions since you're here? Yes, I love it when you guys are here, because then I could actually answer any questions that you may have, or at least try to answer the questions that you guys might have. I'm about 30 seconds to probably almost a minute in delay. So I'll just pitter patter before I go to my next area. Oh, she says she likes that. Oh, good. Well, it's just, it's ideas for you to play with. That's what it's all about, playing. Let me see if I can get on the correct. Yes. Hello. Gosh, boy, I'm flushed. You can kind of see over here what I'm going to talk about. Yay. Okay. I was going to tell you, I need to explain things a little bit more, because I have learned how to do podcasts. Now I'm getting the shows ready at this time, but this show will be on a podcast, because I have had people say, Janice, I can't really watch the video, but I would love to listen to the show. So I did some research, and I'm super excited. I have a whole thing of how to get it into a podcast, especially as a photographer. So I need to clarify more as we're critiquing what I'm seeing, so everybody that's listening can understand. And I totally just remembered right now. So I guess I'm going to have to get in the hang of thinking with my mouth, I guess, instead of the brain. So I wanted to share with you guys before we get into the equipment. I am so crazy excited. Ashley and I have been working really, really hard, and you guys have heard about my membership. If you haven't, I have a brand new membership at what you just saw was the Sponser. I'm sponsoring myself. That's right, because I get having sponsors, but my business is my business. I love helping photographers, and I really do. It's a passion for me to really see people grow, and I'm excited. I get excited. I really enjoy working with photographers. So we started this new membership site, and Ashley's been connecting with a couple companies. And this company actually was interesting, because this company connected with us. So I thought that was really cool, because we just started it. I mean, we're not even on the map yet. But I have to share with you. Let me get this over. Because this is such an amazing deal, and I'm not lying. I hate to sell and stuff. I talk about what my passions are. So if you feel like I'm selling, I'm sorry, because this is what I'm passionate about. But I think it's great. So let me get over to let me see. Let me get in the right camera and see if that's working over there. Yes. We are working with Ultimate Bundles. I am so excited, you guys. This right here, what's cool, okay, there I am. This is right here, the Photography Ultimate Bundle. So it is going to be, it's only selling for 5 days. And here it is, the Ultimate Bundle. It's going to go on sale February 26th to March 2nd. And I know a lot of people get, I just spent, all this money for a bundle. But what I like about this bundle is that it's on sale for 5 days. My membership is $29 a month. So it's almost $60 a month. The bundle is $97. There's $5,000 worth of stuff in this bundle. But they don't cut you off. You buy the bundle within that time frame and you have up to a year to use the bundle. So you're not like, oh my God, I got to download all this stuff and check it all out like now because it's going to be gone. No, and they have a 30-day guarantee. So if you don't like what you see, you can get your money back. So I love that aspect of them. So when they contacted Ashley, Ashley's been working with them for a couple months. I finally can say something. Yay! I am so crazy excited because it's such a, it is. One of the things that's really cool about this Ultimate Bundle is they only do this once a year. So photography is only once a year and it's for 5 days. And then they have other bundles that you can actually check out and do on your own if you want, check out the bundles that they have. But I did, when you're a contributor, you get to look at what's in the bundle. And I can't say what's in the bundle. I can't say exactly what's in the bundle, but I can say that there's stuff in there that will help you with our membership if you decide to go into try the membership for 2 months with us. There's stuff in there that will definitely get your juices flowing. So you get there's plugins and oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool to be a partner because I'm already playing with some of the tools that these other photographers have that are part of this bundle. So if you are interested, then you can go to sullivanjphotography.com and sign up for my email challenges because I normally do not market. I send my emails out and give you guys challenges and then you'll have updates on this live show, but I don't sit there and market to you guys. But this time, yeah, I am going to market this Ultimate Bundles because I truly believe in my heart that it's a really cool bundle. You get so much for 97 bucks. It's totally worth it. And you get a whole year to check it out. So I had to share that with you guys before I get into the the equipment. And you know what I just noticed? I'm like so bummed. I didn't do my intro for the critique. You know how I work so hard on that stuff. So we're going to go into the equipment right now. And it's not working. There it goes. Technical difficulties. Is it because I'm too hot in here? Oh my gosh. Okay. Equipment. Now, normally I like to share a piece of equipment, that's really macro, but I thought this time, let's talk about how to do the water and oil and the soap and water and all kinds of fun stuff to play with. So we're going to do equipment that's actually from your home. So macro photographers, you're stuck in the snow, go have some fun right now. I'm going to share with you. I'm going to actually get up. Let me make sure. I'm looking at myself as I get up because let's see. Oh wait, I got to get over this way, right? Right. Okay. I'm hoping you guys could see. I'm going to bring some stuff in. You know what I'm going to do? Okay, I know what I'm going to do. Let's share this first, and then we'll share the back part. Okay. So, some of the stuff that I like to... Oh, this is the front one, huh? I'm going to go over to the right one. That's why you can't see. Hold on one sec. I'm going to go to the right camera. That's a better camera. Let's go to the right camera. There you are. There I am. Okay, yeah, that's a better camera. Because you can, as soon as I move the chair, you'll be able to see. So I've shared these before. These are gels. And they're translucent. So this is something that you could use too. They're super easy. They're not even expensive to buy. Every time I have equipment, always underneath, I put the equipment in there. So, I mean, we do the show notes and the time. Ashley gets all that stuff done, and then we put the equipment pieces. I mean, I'm not on it the next day, but I get on it, you know. So here's another one. Here's another one. All different colors, and you can mix and match. So that, you know, like you can move things around. Do like 2 or 3 or 4. If you want different color bubbles, you know, you could play with that. Oh boy, that went kind of funky, huh? But I think you get the gist of gels. Gels, like I said, I've shared them. I don't know, some of you guys have not been through, you know, seen every single show. I understand that. But gels are great for lighting. And this is good to put as a color piece for your oil and water. So that's a great tool. Now, Becky had a good, you know, she used her tapestry. Another thing that I like to use too is stuff like this, and it's sheer. This is sheer so the light can go through it. So if I want to use this and have light come within it, it won't stop the light. So the light, because a lot of times, I mean, I like to do both. I like to light on the top or just do natural or light underneath. So that's a lot of fun. So something like this is cool. Just to let you know though, when you're using stuff like this, your shots will be very busy. So if you're more of, you like compositions that are very soft and relaxing instead of busy, maybe you just want a gradient type thing, then use the gels for sure, or use, you know, paper, different color papers to play around with, and that will give you more of a gentle feel. Also, stuff like this that has patterns, that's always fun too to play with. Did I share that with you? Ooh, that's got a lot of shine. But that's a lot of fun. But I wanted to share really quick, and I'm going to move this baby out. Let me see if I can get this over. Let me move it out so you can see better. So I'm going to come back in. This show is live, so you can see everything. Hello. Anyways, oh, my gel's going crazy. Okay, you guys, so what I wanted to share with you is I love my sawhorses. These horses are so cool. So I like to, see, I think this is what you use, Becky, right? I'm pretty sure this is what you use. So she puts water in here, puts the oil on top, and voila, you can have your oil and water. I like to go to like Home Depot or those places that, you know, sell a lot of what, you know, Lowe's or whatever, hardware stores. I love hardware stores. So this right here is a glass piece, and it goes to a tabletop, and it's super dirty. I apologize, I didn't have time to clean it. Before I shoot, I will clean this all up and make it nice and perfect, because you don't want to do post-production dust and all that crap. So I will clean all this up. But this is basically just it's a tabletop that goes on top. And I don't want to break it. This one is already broken. This was also something we just got. I got at Home Depot or whatever, just glass. I don't remember. I think it was at a hardware store. And look, it's already broken. See, it's glass. So what I do is, okay, so I have my lights usually underneath. That, you know, any kind of light that you have, you can shine up. Then if you want to, we'll just use this for the hell of it. Okay, I can shine it up. And you know, macro, you only need a small little area. So then I'll put the glass on top, and I'll just play around with this, and I can do it that way if I want. Or oh yeah, see, that's it. I know, and it's just basic, Becky. I'm telling you, you don't have to go out crazy and buy this stuff. You just go to a hardware store, and you'll have so much fun. So if you don't want to do something flat like this, that's okay. Then you just go ahead and do whatever you want and put it in here and have fun with that. But I would be careful with some of this. You know, there may be some distortions, but if you get really close, you're not going to see all the craziness. So I just wanted to share with you, that's how I love to photograph with 2 pieces of actual, glass. See? Then you can either use it this way or this way. And in the middle, okay, I'll show you something else too. I mean, this is getting, because I get really close sometimes. In the middle, there's an opening piece in here. So, I mean, you can even mess with that if you want it. If you're just doing gels, who cares? But that's a great way and a cheap way. Let's go ahead and move this back. I should have had my roller on. When I shoot, I have like this little chair that I should, instead of using, but I'm like comfortable. So that's just a little tip for you to be able to have something that you can light underneath if you want to play with that style. You don't always have to, but it's really cheap. Why not? You don't have to. It's just another way of creating your own style of, water and oil. Oil gives you the 3D. Soap it doesn't give you 3D, but boy, when you shine it underneath, it's really cool. That's why you see all a little white. It's really fun. So let me get back to me. Let's go back to me. Here I am. Yeah, so I hope that has helped you. I think that it will give you enough to go and play with. I know that you said you're obsessed with macro. That's why I'm excited to see what you're going to be up to. And you can ask me questions when you're in the Facebook group if there's something that comes up, for sure. But that's pretty much it when it comes to the show. I do want to remind you, though, I really would love for you guys to, check out Facebook groups, Macro Live Chat, and share images. I will pick the first 2 to come on the show. Next week, Dawn's going to be here, and AD has helped me, Kamarachka. He is going to be here with me, and I know Dawn, so he's going to be like, Janice, what the hell? You don't know how to say my name. I do, because AD's helping me. But yeah, so March 1st at 5 o'clock, I will keep it this way so people will not, some people at 6 o'clock are going to be like, what the heck, Janice? First it was 1, then it was 6, it's 5. I feel like it's such a new show that I could do that. Yeah, so check out Facebook. Again, if you've seen my YouTube, if you're here on YouTube, it's not pulling up for me for some reason, but my website, if you want to know anything about Macro Chat Live, go to sullivanjphotography.com/macro live is here. And I'm going to go ahead and let me see. Oh, I thought I had something for you, but I don't. Oh, well. But let's see. Becky says she likes the sawhorses, which look like they would be very versatile. They are. You can go down, low, can change these. At least these ones up are. I was on a hangout with my mentor. I'm a mentor in the Arcana with my apprentices, and it was so funny because he comes in and I was on a live hangout. He said, I got something for you, because he knows I had like wooden ones, just the regular wooden ones. And I just love these because you can adjust and play this way if you want to change your light source. And once you get a set going, leave the set there for a while is my suggestion. And once you know with your light composition, if you're liking it, then you just go ahead and add, the next day, try the water and oil with a different fabric or whatever, a piece of paper, so you've got it all set up. And I used to, back in the days, I had a glass table and I just had the natural light out there, and that's what I used to have all the time, is just play out there, and I'd have that's my nice table. It was glass, and I would mess it up. But us macro people, it's in our hearts. We're gonna do what we're gonna do to play and create, right? So again, thank you so much for being here. And definitely check out Ultimate Bundles. I'm not being Sing and trying to sell something. This is something that's very cool and I'm very passionate about. And that's why we're very happy to be part of the Ultimate Bundle goodie. It's only for 5 days. If you want more information, then you can sign up for my challenges that I give you guys. I am going to market this until it ends, and I hope that I could see you guys there. It would be really cool. You don't have to pay. You have 2 months free in my membership. So I think that and enough, with the other goodies is totally worth the money. All right, you got, oh yeah, see? Becky says she's totally obsessed. I hear you, girl. No problem. You are most welcome. All right, you guys, I made it under an hour. So again, see you in 2 weeks. Thank you so much for being here. And if you're watching the after show, thank you so much. If you like it, give it a like. Share it to your friends so we can get more chatting going. Now that I actually can see the chat and actually see who's here with Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. All right. Have a good one, guys.